Welcome to my weekly Fabricate Friday video on my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Suzanne, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Today's video is all about paper crafting. I'm here to share how easy it is to make a 3D project. I also sell the products I feature in this video. I hope you enjoy my free video tutorial, and I would love to see you shop with me. Well, hello, my lovely stamping friends. Check out this cute little project I'm going to share with you today. So I'm cheating a little. It's not my own design, and that is okay because I thought that this unique, it's a gift, right? You could put hot chocolate in here, like a pack of hot chocolate, or you could put mochas or those Vias from Starbucks, or even just coffee cards inside of these. I think this is such a sweet idea for coworkers or, you know, your neighbor. I love this idea. Drop and go. This is the wave of the future. What 2020 Christmas giving is going to be a little bit like. So I think this is so cute. And you can see I decorated the box. And I'm using the Warm Hugs stamp set. I've used this. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how I decorated the whole kit and caboodle. And I ended up using the pattern paper called Brightly Gleaming, I think, and it has Mossy Meadow in it. And I'm not really fond of Mossy Meadow. Like, it's my least favorite green, but it does look good on this project. But in order for me to create the template that I used for this, I must have gone through about 4 or 5 sheets of cardstock to get the perfect fit. And it's so funny because I'm like, I will waste that Mossy Meadow color because I'm not fond of it. So anyway, hopefully you won't have to have such an issue like I did. All right, I'm going to share with you how I decorated this box and the cups. So the mini coffee carrier comes in a package like this, and I think you get 2, 4, 6, 7. So you get 8. Yeah, it says 8 right there. So you get 8 in there. And then this is the coffee mugs. Beautiful packaging. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so you get 8 little coffee mugs. Now, you don't have to buy these from Stampin' Up. You could go down, and I think that you can get, you know, you might be able to get a few from your Starbucks or what have you. I'm going to keep this one in the box just because it's easier to store. Okay, so we have 2 mugs, 2 lids, and we have 1 carrier. Whoops. So they come flat, and we're just going to bend, gently bend, and then I like to fold it the other way. And just give a good creasing on all of the folds. There we go. And then how this works is, so the side goes in first, then the flaps like that. Yeah, that's the way. And then that locks into place. So there's, I mean, if you wanted to secure it, you totally could. So I measured this at 5 3/4 by 2 7/8. And let's see if that fits. Yes, it does. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive along that. Right on. I have Stampin' Still right on my desk. So I'm just going to make one little line. That's just our liner. That was a good idea. Okay, so now we're going to decorate here. So I have 2 pieces here that are 5 1/2 by 2, and 2 pieces here that are 2 5/8 by 2. And then the mat or the DSP that I'm using is 2 3/8 by 1 3/4. So you need 2 of those. And of course I'm using my Snowflakes blender because I love it. And the DSP for this is 5 1/4 by 1 3/4. You don't have to worry about writing anything down. I have all the measurements in my blog. So if you wanted to pop by there, it's sunstampin.com, and I will have a direct link in the description bar below so that you can get right to this project. All right, so I'm just going to quickly adhere these to the box. I know this is really unusual because I normally create the boxes myself, but this is something really special. It is just a little bit of gift giving. There's Thanksgiving coming up shortly. Well, Canadian Thanksgiving is this weekend, but you know, in the US of A, Thanksgiving is not too far away. All right. And this project will probably take me longer than one of my normal projects. Well, it did. It took me a lot of figuring. Okay, so I'm going to do something similar to this one. I use that brushed metallic with the dies that come with this stamp set. So these are the dies that you can get to create these little these things. You need 2 of them. So, and they give you 2. Here's the other one. And then they have all sorts of like embellishments that you could apply to your, well, here, I'll show you. I'll show you in the catalog. You might have skimmed over it. But in the catalog here, like look at this example. I hope that it's not too shiny, but it's got like the DSP, and then it has like this little detail, and then it's got just a regular strip of cardstock, and then we've got like these little dots, I guess. So really cute. Anyway, I really liked I liked all of it actually, or else I wouldn't have bought it. So I really like the circle here. It's got a unique detail. I don't know if you can see that. It's got this unique like stitch detail. And then this was just a circle die, just a regular circle die. I didn't use the dies that was in here for this one. And then this, I really honestly wish that this was in a different color because it's a really nice ribbon. And I'm, like I said, I don't like, don't hate me that I don't, that I don't like Mossy Meadow. Anyway, I'll move on. Okay, so I used my snowflakes here, Snowflakes Blender, and I used, and I cut them out 4 times. So I have these, and I'll show you how to put together. It's really simple. So, oops, try not to throw your adhesive around. And then all you do is you put adhesive on the tabs here. And then you stick your hang on, whoop. I'm gonna go just slightly over. So it adheres at the back. And then this is what I found helpful. You take your bone folder or a plastic knife and you just sort of coax it. You sort of coax it. Now it would be a good time if you were to cut these out, put them together, because this is how I made my template. So I cut some pieces out and I used this arch because it's perfect for my template. And I'll show you my template in a second. So I'll put these guys together first. Did you get a bug, Quinn? It's fall, the bugs want to come in, and we call Quinn, the crafting kitty, we call him Bug because he likes to chase after bugs quite a bit. Well, so does Molly, but I think she would be a bird, you know, like she probably would be, if she was outside cat, she would be catching all the birds, sadly. All right, so those are my paper warmers, and I will just show you how lovely they look just on their own. So you can stop here and do this if you wanted. I have used up so much of this paper that I couldn't cover the entire paper cup in paper like I did this one. And you can see I did 2 examples just so you can see. I covered one in that hideous mossy meadow, and then one with, I'm sorry if you like it, I just don't. And then I had the cup warmer. It doesn't look bad on this project. I shouldn't say it's hideous. It's just my least favorite color of all time. Okay, so moving on, I will show you what I did. So I made a template out of mossy meadow. So like I said, I took 2 of these dies. I adhered them all together, and then I created this angle. And then I added some more, like a good 1/2 inch on this side and a 1/2 inch on that side, okay? I also measured from here to here, and it's about 3.5 inches. So I went down 3.5 inches on this side. So what you could do, I actually fussed with this so much. So I put the template on, I, you know, rounded it around like so. I always stuck the middle first, and I finally got it to where I actually felt good about it. So now I have 2 pieces of Highland Heather, and I've cut them in half. So this is 1 full sheet. I cut it in half at 4 1/4. And so this is, like I said, my template. And you can see you can do this very, very well, very easily on the 4 1/4 inch cardstock by, 11. So I'm just going to take a pen, and I am going to draw. Now, if this mat here is self-healing, and if you have a craft knife and a self-healing mat like this one, we could just use a craft knife and cut like that. But that is my 1 template, and I'm going to do the 2nd template here. All right, and then I'm just going to get my scissors out, and I'm going to cut directly on the line, and I'm going to try to be as even as I can while I'm trimming this out. So I chose Highland Heather. I could have went with Balmy Blue. I felt it was too much blue. And you can always go in and retrim this if you want. One of the tricks that I used to make my template was I actually folded it in half and tried to make sure that all of my edges were even. And I will use this for full coverage. Like you could make it a lot shorter. You could make it only 2 inches so that a little bit of white shows at the top and the bottom. I chose not to do that. Different strokes for different folks. And as always, you want to put the pen side, to adhere. And I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one, and I'm just sort of curving it you know, honestly, it really does help. It makes life so much easier. This is the pen side. Alrighty. So I'll take my little DSP papers off. I'll show you how to put this together. So I just use adhesive, and I'm going along the top. I'm going along the side and the bottom. Oops. And I will do the other sides. All right, because the seam is right here, I want to cover it for sure. So I'm going to use the middle part of my cardstock here, and I'm going to go and sort of push up from the bottom. And at least I know that that's done. And then I'm kind of going and pushing up from the bottom, like here. And it's still not perfect. So I'm gonna have to use that ribbon trick. All right, so I have a little bit here to take off. I don't know why that didn't work, but at least it gets you close. And then I'm just going to use the cup. There's probably a very easier way to do this, but like a mathematical curvature thing. And you can see that I've done a little, there's a little gap there. I'm not worried about it because I will fix it with some ribbon. So again, covering the center here, adhering down. Maybe this one will work a little bit better. I don't know. Ah, well, that one worked. Why did that one work? Oh, maybe not. I spoke too soon. I have to say that all these like little decor items that Stampin' Up comes up with, they do such a good job. Okay, I'm just going to pull this up. I noticed a bit of air bubble here. Ah, there we go. So my template was off. I'm not fabulous at the template making. Obviously something I'm going to need to work on, but that's okay. Because I have this. I have ribbon. I have fancy ribbon that is really difficult to tie into a bow. So I'm not even going to attempt it. So what I usually do is I will put my tear tape adhesive right on the edge and sort of hang both down. Hopefully my camera is not auto-focusing like mad right now. And I kind of coax the tear tape and the ribbon together. I wasn't going to use this ribbon, but hey, if it's going to help fix that little issue, I'm all for it. And I don't have to tie it. This ribbon is the most horrible thing to tie into a bow. It's the prettiest ribbon ever. It's iridescent, but it's as hard as a basket, you know. Yeah, it's hard as leather, pretty much. But, oh, lovely. I think it'll look really nice on the on around the cups here. Okay, there's one. This is, what's it called? The Snowflake Splendor ribbon. And it is so pretty. I love the color. It's like a mermaid's tail. That's exactly the color. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to remove the release paper and put it around the cup and hide my little paper error. We're going to start with my paper error. You can still see it through this ribbon, however. So I'm going to fix that with, oh yeah, let's see here. Highland Heather, I'm just using my Stampin' Right marker. So first of all, I'm going to color this right here. So you just can't see the glaring white under the ribbon. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. And then I'll put the ribbon on and no one will know. All of a sudden, all of my sins have been covered. It's like I went to church and I said my Hail Marys and I have been forgiven. It's not a mistake, it's an opportunity for embellishment. Right? No one's gonna know. And really, I don't think anybody's gonna drink coffee or tea or whatever out of here. It's all in the presentation. And not only that, you guys, there's lids, and you know, the lids would come. Oh wow, look at that. It's very nice. Okay, so I'm putting the lid on, looking good. Putting my cozy on. That's looking good. Making sure that the end here, the bottom here, isn't sticky or have any weirdness going on. Put another cozy on. Bringing that forward. Oh my God, it's so cute. I am going to use this stamp set. I'm going to use the Warm Hugs to You all season long. This is a photopolymer stamp set. I've already die cut a piece of Whisper White out here. I think I'm going with Highland Heather. I think that's probably a smart move. I haven't stamped this stamp before, so I'm just going to take a little strip here of cardstock, stamp off just to make sure that everything is good. I'm going to put my head in the camera, pulling away and then stamping straight down so that you can see. I have to get over my work usually, so I apologize. That is perfect. And the piece de resistance, balmy blue glimmer paper. I'm going to put dimensional adhesive, but I think I will cut it out of here. So what I find sometimes, if I take the bones off and I take the release paper off of both sides of the dimensional adhesive, I can bend it around stuff, and especially because this has got sort of like cuts around it, it's easier to do. Oh, today. It's fun crafting like this. I haven't done a project like this in a really long time. So I'm getting all sticky. All right. And trim that off. And then adhere that right there. And then I will put, so the thing is, if you don't know where it goes, I think I'm going to put it straight on here, just like I did on that one. And what I ended up doing was just putting sort of 2 here on the box and then kind of 1 on the bottom here. And you know what? It would look, I'm going to use a different ribbon for the top. I used a ribbon here on the handle. So there's this. Warm hugs to you all season long. I'm going to do a little there. I also thought what would look really good is this star. So this is the glitter star ornaments. And I'm going to adhere them, this one, with, hi Quinn. I know you really want to be in here. I know it's really difficult for you. You've been a really good boy. You've been a good boy, buddy. Just never mind. I'm going to put the star right in the center. I thought about doing that. I have to be careful where to put the, there we go. All right, whoa. And then this is the metallic mesh ribbon. Perfect for this project. I don't have very much left, but I really don't need that much. And then I'm going to take another star. I'm going to feed it through here. Make my bunny ears. Oh, maybe I am going to use it all. Bring the bunny ear through. All right, so now I'm just going to, someone said, oh yeah, that's a really unique way of tying your or cutting your bow tails, and I thought everybody did it that way. So so what I usually do on a big tail item like this, I will fold it in half and then I will cut on an angle so that I get pennant ends or fishtails or whatever. I thought everybody did that, but I guess not. So here's a tip. So there, fold it in half, and then pin it. That looks like a super festive. I'm just going to bring it right to the corner here, right to the edge, so that it doesn't interfere with carrying said hot chocolates. And I probably will drop this off, you know, to a friend of mine, and then I'll just put hot chocolates in there, or what I actually thought would be kind of cool is just to fill these up with candy and chocolates. Anyway, this is my share for today. The carriers, you get 8 of them for $6.75 Canadian. The mini coffee cups, you get 6 of them for $10.25. Really good. The star ornaments are $11. The ribbon, which ties really, really nicely, is $10.25. And yeah, so I just thought, great little Friday project. So thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.